All right, folks, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel. It's time for something interesting. A simple, beautiful knife. And what the heck is this one? This is the Kituo Soulstone. There we go. And the Vastid Akita. Let's jump into these Vastid and Kituo knives. Very cool. Now, this is the Soulstone from Kituo, designed by YouTube's own Beard of Doom, guys. And this one is a Yudong design for Vastid, and again, it is the Akita. We're going to jump in. We're going to have some fun with these. Let's take on the beast first. This is the Soulstone. What a wild and crazy knife this is. Pretty unbelievable. Now, when I look at it, the very first thing that pops into my head is Batman's Batarang. That's exactly what this crazy thing looks like. Look, I know, I'm kind of joking around. To me, it's not super pretty. I don't know if you'd call it ugly or not, but it's definitely like Beast from Beauty and the Beast. You have a Wharncliffe style blade with these two harpoons at the end. And yeah, you can get into it, man. You can get into both of them and kind of cut like this if you want. You have a great spine with jimping here, and you have a thumb ramp. You got so many grip options. It's not even funny. And guys, you have got an obnoxiously thick titanium handle. Now, we're going to lead with that because this is crazy. 0.78 of an inch. And if you think that's wild, the blade stock, hold on, let's get this back where you can see it. The blade, oh, come on, KC. 0.236. This is a unbelievably thick and beastly knife. And you know what? I think it's meant, if you talk to Doom, it's meant to be something different, something cool that you can carry and show. And yeah, we'll show in a minute. It actually does cut. Now, it is a front flipper with no jimping. That makes it kind of hard for me, but I can get it done. And then you have a fuller, which works well for the middle finger flick. And okay, if you don't put pressure on that lock bar, look how thick this is, guys. Let's just use one of our normal comparison knives, the Rat one, which is not thin by any means. And look how much thicker this guy is. It is insane. Here is the Tempest Microjet, which is a very small knife. Whoops. And let's just look at the comparison there. Look how much thicker that thing is. It is crazy, crazy, crazy. These are $385. They are available. Man, see again. There we go. Big, thick handle, titanium all the way. You do have a lanyard hole. You have a titanium clip that actually works. I did not carry this outside the house because it tried to pull my pants off. It is over 8 ounces, I believe. We'll get there when we get to the specs. But I want to look, 8.36 ounces. And again, a wicked Wharncliffe blade. I'm going to flick it because I'm having trouble with the front flip, but no movement. It is locked up like a brick. It has a steel lock bar insert. Your relief is on the outside. No big deal there. Your clip is not reversible. And it does lock up at like 30 there. Decent access to the lock bar with a chamfer because why? Because it's so wide, you can fit your whole thumb in there. Not quite, but pretty close. There is some internal weight reduction milling, but still 8.36 ounces. It comes all the way out to the end and is dead centered. Good detent, very strong detent. Again, doesn't feel bad in the hand. It is flat, it is contoured, I'm sorry, and with big chamfers. Feels pretty good in the hand. It is thick and brick-like. So if you don't like a big handle, it's going to be a lot for you. I'm telling you, it is very, 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 very thick. Indeed. Now, here's a little cardboard. Guys, the thing is, if you want a knife with this knife, it will knife. It will utility cut. it will slice, it will work because it's a little higher grind. It's still a big wedge, but it has good, nice sharp blade on it. Works really, really well. Now, let's do your specs, and then we'll move on to the Akita. Now, 9 inches long, 9.02, with a 5-inch handle length, almost a 4-inch blade length at 3.94. It is titanium on the handle, is made in China by Kituo. It is designed by Kevin Toole, also known as the Beard of Doom. PVD blade, stonewash, excuse me. Wait, it says PVD blade, stonewash blade. So it's a PVD stonewash, okay? And black handle, obviously PVD coated as well. It is an M390. And again, $385. We'll do our comparisons of the two at the end, but let's get our friend the Akita. Now, this is a Yudong design. It is a Vancor lock, also known as a pivot button lock. You can see you have kind of a lock in there that pushes out of the way. You can see that like a block there, and it pushes out of the way when you do this. It does have a detent, and you can see that. Works really well both for the middle finger flick and the front flip. Now for me, you can also thumb flip it. It is in this beautiful aluminum. I think I said titanium a minute ago. It is aluminum. You got the starburst pattern, but there's also like a checkered version. They're all three aluminum. They're all three $139. Reversible clip, deep carry steel clip, fine in and out of the pocket, pretty typical clip. You do have barrel spacer, and what looks like you can use it there as a lanyard post. And again, nice action in there. Whoops, I can't. There we go. It is a little, almost sounds like it's dry, like it needs a little juice. But we're not going to do that as a pass around knife, so we're going to leave it alone. Nice clip point blade with a satin finish. It is in S35. So again, that is a great price for S35 and aluminum. Now, again, 3 versions: blue with the starburst, kind of a lighter blue with a checkered pattern, and then this silver with the checkered pattern. Actually, no, this is the blue one. I'm sorry. And then there's a silver with this starburst pattern. Wait a minute, is there another one? There's another one. There's a green checkered patterned one. Very cool. And they're all for $139. So really cool. Again, as far as specs, this one is 2.94 inch blade with a 7.11 inch overall length. The blade thickness is 0.118. It is a flat ground buoy. And this one is absolutely satin. 4.11 ounces, so a little heavier for the size, but not bad. And again, made in China by Vosted and designed by Yu Dong. And just a really cool one. Now, as far as lockup, it's locked up nicely, no issues, no play, no lock rock. Comes out almost to the end there, dead centered. You can see, I mean, I don't know how to give you a number on that lock, but it's locked up at like a 20, I would say. And it's a nice thin grind. Now, you do have kind of a sharpening choil here to kind of get up here. So you don't have a very long blade, but it definitely cuts very nicely. That cutting edge is, I want to say less than 3 inches. The cutting edge, yeah, 2.5 on the cutting edge. But not bad at all. Man, what do I have, a giant mess here or what? Very nice, Casey. Now, ergonomically, you got 4 fingers back here. You got 4 when you choke up. You got a nice spot up here to land, but it's no jimping here, jimping back here when you're like this. I mean, it's a good feeling knife for flat scales and a big chamfer. I wish it was contoured. It does feel a little thicker in the handle. It is 0.507 on the handle, so it's not super thick. It does have weight reduction, and you can tell. All right, and by the way, the detent is fine as long as you actually let the knife go all the way home. Now, these two knives could not be more different. You can see here, the Akita is a normal, standard looking knife. We'll put our Rat 2 up top because it's about the same size. And as far as length, the Rat 1 is not going to be a lot shorter, maybe a tiny bit than the Soulstone, but not much. You can see that is a absolute crazy beast. And I really am glad I got to check it out. It's really interesting. Doom has a lot of fun with this, and I think it is really cool that he designed that knife. Not my cup of tea, but to each their own. These have sold pretty good, and you can see why, because it's a fun, crazy knife that you can show off to your friends. So there you go. All right, guys, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to all, and thank you so much for your support and for watching the Knives Fast channel.